Imagine stepping onto your back porch on a warm summer morning somewhere in the USA's. Maybe under the bright skies of Texas or the cooler breezes of the Midwest, and brushing your hand across a lush patch of mint. That instant burst of cool, refreshing scent fills the air, and you pluck a few crisp leaves to drop into your iced tea, mojito, or morning smoothie. The flavor is vibrant, alive, and nothing like the dried stuff from the grocery store. If you've ever wanted an almost foolproof herb that grows fast, tastes amazing, and keeps giving you fresh leaves all season long, even if you're a total beginner who's only grown a few pots on the windowsill, you're exactly in the right place. Today we're diving deep into everything you need to know to grow mint successfully from start to harvest, step by step, with simple, practical advice that works in real American backyards, balconies, and raised beds. Stick with me, and by the end of this you'll have the confidence to plant your own mint patch and enjoy that fresh, fragrant goodness all summer long. Growing mint is one of the smartest and most enjoyable choices for home gardeners all across the United States, because this fast-growing perennial herb is incredibly forgiving, productive, and versatile. Whether you choose classic peppermint with its cooling bite, spearmint for gentle sweetness, chocolate mint for a dessert-like twist, apple mint for fruity notes, or any of the dozens of flavorful varieties, mint rewards beginners with quick results. In just a few weeks you can go from a small cutting or seed to a bushy plant spilling over the edge of a pot, or filling a garden bed with fragrant foliage. Mint is also a fantastic companion plant. It naturally repels many garden pests like aphids, cabbage moths, and even mosquitoes, while attracting beneficial pollinators with its tiny purple or white flowers in summer. For anyone living in USDA zones 3 through 11, mint adapts beautifully when you give it the right spot and a bit of basic care. It thrives in containers on apartment balconies in New York City, in raised beds in California suburbs, or in backyard borders in the humid South. The best part for beginners is that mint is one of the easiest herbs to grow, yet it delivers that satisfying, "I grew this myself" feeling every single time you harvest a handful of leaves. The journey begins with planting your mint the right way, so it gets off to a vigorous, healthy start. Mint is most commonly started from cuttings, divisions, or small nursery plants, because it grows so quickly from these methods, and gives you a head start on the season. If you want to try seeds, sow them indoors 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost, or directly in the garden after the soil warms to about 65 degrees Fahrenheit in spring. Choose a spot that receives full sun to partial shade. Mint is surprisingly flexible and actually prefers a bit of afternoon shade in the hotter southern and southwestern states, so the leaves stay tender and flavorful. In cooler northern regions like the Northeast or Pacific Northwest, full sun helps the plants grow faster and produce more aromatic oils. Prepare your soil or potting mix by loosening it well and adding plenty of compost for fertility and good drainage. Mint likes rich, moist soil but hates wet feet, so make sure containers have plenty of drainage holes and garden beds are amended with perlite or coarse sand if your native soil is heavy clay. For container growing, which I highly recommend for beginners to keep mint from taking over the garden, choose a pot at least 12 to 18 inches wide and deep. Fill it with a high-quality potting mix, blended with compost. Plant your mint cutting or small plant so the crown sits at soil level, and water thoroughly. Space multiple plants about 12 to 18 inches apart if you're growing in the ground. Mint spreads rapidly via underground runners, so many new gardeners like to plant it in a large pot or a dedicated mint bed, bordered with edging to contain the roots. After planting, keep the soil consistently moist for the first 2 weeks until the roots establish. In most USA regions, you can plant mint from early spring through early fall. But avoid planting in the heat of midsummer in the deep south, unless you can provide extra shade and water. Once your mint is growing strong, success comes from giving it the best light and temperature conditions suited to American summers. Mint thrives when daytime temperatures stay between 65 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, with nights above 50 degrees. It is remarkably cold hardy and will survive light frosts in many zones, often regrowing vigorously in spring. Full sun produces the strongest flavor and most compact growth in cooler climates, while partial shade, 4 to 6 hours of direct sun, keeps the leaves from scorching and helps the plant stay lush in hot southern summers. In places like Arizona or Texas, where summer heat regularly climbs above 95 degrees, provide afternoon shade or grow mint in containers that can be moved to a shadier spot during the hottest hours. Watch your plants closely. Healthy mint leaves are bright green, aromatic, and slightly fuzzy or smooth depending on the variety. If leaves start turning yellow or the plant looks leggy, it may be getting too much heat or not enough consistent moisture. When conditions are just right, you'll see mint explode into a bushy, fragrant mound that you can harvest from almost daily. The correct watering routine is one of the most important things you can master for developing healthy, deep roots and lush mint growth. Mint is a moisture-loving herb that prefers consistently damp soil, but will quickly rot if the roots sit in standing water. Aim to give your plants about 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week. Adjusting for rainfall and temperature. Water deeply at the base early in the morning, so the leaves have time to dry before evening, which greatly reduces the chance of fungal diseases. In containers, check the soil every day or two by pushing your finger an inch down. If it feels dry, water thoroughly until it drains out the bottom. A simple drip irrigation system or soaker hose is perfect for busy gardeners and keeps the roots evenly moist without guesswork. Once plants are established, add a 2-inch layer of organic mulch, such as straw, shredded leaves, or cocoa hulls, around the base. This mulch does 3 wonderful things. It locks in soil moisture, keeps the roots cool during hot spells, and stops weeds from competing with your mint. In humid eastern states, be careful not to overwater and create soggy conditions that invite root rot. In drier western regions like Colorado or New Mexico, you may need to water more frequently, but always deeply to encourage those strong roots that make the plant drought-resistant once established. Fertilizing and pruning your mint is easier than you might think, and is the secret to keeping it lush, bushy, and full of flavor all season long. Mint is not a heavy feeder, so a light hand with fertilizer prevents weak, leggy growth. In spring, work a slow-release organic fertilizer or a generous scoop of compost into the soil or top dress containers. Every 4 to 6 weeks during the growing season, give the plants a drink of diluted fish emulsion or compost tea to keep the leaves vibrant. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers that push too much leafy growth at the expense of flavor and aroma. Pruning is actually one of the most fun and important parts of mint care. The more you harvest, the bushier and more productive the plant becomes. Start pinching or cutting the top few inches of stems when the plant is about 6 to 8 inches tall. This encourages branching and prevents the plant from becoming tall and spindly. Harvest regularly by snipping stems just above a set of leaves, and never remove more than 1/3 of the plant at once so it can keep growing strongly. In late summer or early fall, give the plant a harder cut back to about 4 inches above the soils to encourage fresh growth before winter. These simple pruning habits keep your mint compact. Prevent it from flowering too early, which can reduce leaf flavor, and give you a constant supply of fresh leaves for cooking and tea. Even the best gardeners sometimes run into common problems with mint, but the good news is, most issues are easy to spot and fix with beginner-friendly solutions. One of the top complaints is that mint spreads everywhere and becomes invasive. This is completely normal because of its underground runners. The easiest fix is to grow it in containers or use a root barrier in the ground so it stays where you want it. Yellow leaves or wilting often come from underwatering or poor drainage. Simply adjust your watering schedule and make sure pots drain freely. Powdery mildew, a white dusty coating on leaves, appears in humid conditions with poor airflow. Increase spacing, prune for better circulation, and water only at the base. Aphids or spider mites can cluster on new growth, especially indoors or in dry weather. A strong spray of water usually knocks them off, or you can use insecticidal soap or neem oil if needed. Root rot from constantly soggy soil is prevented by using well-draining mix and never letting pots sit in water. If your mint starts flowering early and the leaves lose flavor, simply pinch off the flower buds and prune more frequently to keep it in leafy growth mode. In very hot climates, leaves may scorch. Move the pot to afternoon shade or provide temporary shade cloth. With these straightforward fixes, you'll keep your mint healthy and productive, no matter what challenges your local climate throws at it. Harvesting your mint is the rewarding payoff after all that care, and doing it right keeps the plants producing fresh leaves right up until frost. You can start harvesting as soon as the plant is 6 to 8 inches tall and has several sets of true leaves. Pick in the morning when the essential oils are most concentrated for the best flavor and aroma. Use clean scissors or your fingers to snip stems just above a leaf node. This encourages new branches and more leaves. Never harvest more than 1/3 of the plant at a time so it can recover quickly. Fresh mint leaves are wonderful in teas, salads, sauces, desserts and cocktails. You can also dry bunches by hanging them upside down in a warm, dark, well-ventilated spot, or freeze chopped leaves in ice cube trays with water or oil for year-round use. In longer growing seasons across the south or west coast, you can enjoy fresh mint from spring all the way into late fall. At the end of the season, cut the plants back hard and mulch the crowns for winter protection in colder zones. Many varieties are perennial and will return bigger and better the following spring. Your mint garden is now ready to reward you with beautiful green foliage, refreshing fragrance, and that wonderful feeling of stepping outside to pick something you grew yourself for dinner. Now it's your turn. Head outside this weekend, grab a few mint plants or cuttings from a friend or nursery, choose a sunny spot or a nice big pot, and start your own mint adventure. You'll save money at the grocery store, add beauty and fragrance to your garden, and feel proud every single time you harvest a handful of fresh leaves. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The best time to grow mint is right now, right where you are. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.